The 3 worst mistakes you must avoid if you want to overcome shyness. According to science, it is possible to change the way your brain works, but only up to a certain age. This is why kids can learn new things very easily, but as people grow older they stop learning and stay the same. Did you know that most people wait 10 years before looking for a solution to their shyness? And the longer you wait, the older you get, the less your brain is able to learn or change. The fact that you're reading this article tells me you may have already reached a point where you feel your shyness is not going away on its own, or you fear it's getting worse and worse. And I don't want you to waste one more day living a life where you feel left out, bored or depressed because you don't have the relationships which would make you happy. That's why I've put together this video to help you avoid the worst mistakes that keep many people stuck with shyness for years, often giving up hope of ever improving as you watch other people have interesting, normal lives without you. Yet this doesn't have to happen. Before I get to the tips, let me ask you a few questions. Do you ever get a blank mind around people? This means you don't know what to say in conversations, even leading to embarrassing awkward silences. Do you feel nervous even before you go into a social situation? For example, feeling tense, sweating, shaking, or feeling your heart beating fast before you have to talk in front of a group of people. Do you find it hard to talk and connect with new people? This can lead to having not many real friends, staying inside your home alone a lot, and being a virgin much longer than normal. Do you have imaginary conversations with people in your head? These are often people you're too scared to talk to in real life. Do you often feel very self-conscious? This means being insecure about the way you look or being painfully aware of everything you say and do when you know people are watching. If you answered yes to some of these questions, then you definitely know how shyness feels like. So what's the deal? Why do you have all these problems? Is it genetics? A chemical imbalance? Was it the way your parents raised you? In a minute, I'll show you what new research reveals is the true biological root cause of your shyness. Once you know what this is, you will also know the only effective treatment that can help you eliminate shyness permanently. Imagine if you could become relaxed and confident in conversations. What if you never ran out of things to say? What if nobody ever called you quiet or shy again? Or imagine if you could meet new friends quickly. What if you had friends that invited you out on the weekend? Better yet, imagine if you could stop feeling awkward and nervous, especially around people you find attractive. What if you knew what to say to someone you liked? What if you could finally speak up at meetings without feeling scared? I've uncovered some little-known tips, tricks and strategies that can help you get the confidence, friends and romance you want. Don't believe me yet, just watch this video to the end. 1. You must ignore 95% of the articles, books and advice out there. The first thing I did when I was ready to get rid of my own shyness was type in "how to overcome shyness" into Google. And I read dozens, maybe hundreds of those articles. Unfortunately, the advice you'll find in most articles online is simply too basic, like telling you to think about what's the worst that can happen. Just focus more on other people. Fake it till you make it. Or even, just do it. They tell you to stop caring what people think. But they never say how. And they never talk about your real problems. Like not knowing what to say, how to stop looking nervous, or how to get a girlfriend. The people who write these articles and books never had shyness themselves. 2. Shyness is not all in your head. My parents often used to tell me that it's all in your head. They didn't understand that I had no control over how nervous, awkward and quiet I was around people. I would never choose to be this way. The truth is that shyness is not all in your head. And you cannot just get over it any more than someone can just get over cancer. The real biological cause of shyness. I'm sure you've heard of the fight or flight response before, haven't you? It's a fancy scientific word for fear. Shyness is fear at its core. You're afraid of people's eyes on you, of being judged, of embarrassing yourself, of making a mistake in front of everyone, of not saying the right thing. The way you feel before talking in front of a group of people is probably similar to what most people feel before jumping out of a plane. Fear is what you feel when there's danger in your environment. It's like an alarm system that helps you react quickly to threats. That's why scientists often call fear the fight or flight response. It helps you to fight a danger or run away from it. Usually fear helps you survive. But sometimes this alarm system in your brain gets programmed in the wrong way. This can happen through your genetics, through childhood experiences, or both. When this happens, your fight or flight response is activated even when there isn't any real danger. This is why you automatically start to feel nervous, awkward and tense in normal everyday social situations. It's why you automatically become quieter and talk less around people you don't know well compared to your 1 to 2 closest friends. So the bad news is that your brain has been accidentally programmed to feel shyness. Just like a computer is programmed to work a certain way. This means no amount of trying to think or talk your way out of shyness will work. See, your fight or flight response doesn't understand psychology or self-help books. It doesn't understand when you repeat to yourself, what's the worst that can happen? What to do next? If you want to permanently eliminate your social anxiety, you need to know how to reprogram your fight or flight response, so that you do not automatically become quiet, awkward or nervous in social situations. To learn more, click the link at the bottom of this video. There you will find an article written by someone who overcame his shyness. It's important that you follow all the steps and watch the entire video to the end. So don't delay and click the link below. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe.